Hi guys. It's been a minute, but I'm glad to be here. I'm gonna do a little Hello June reading for the general collective, so don't worry about what signs or anything like that. It's just if you are landing here, then maybe this is a message for you. Take what resonates. Leave things behind if they just don't really make sense. If right off the bat this doesn't really make sense to you, this might not be your reading. Otherwise, if you are intrigued and feeling a yes, then hang out. My name is Vanessa. For those of you who know me, welcome back. Thank you so much for hanging around while I have been grounding, and I moved. I started a new job. I've been going through some really deep healing. And honestly, it's really taken me away from reading, and also I just haven't been tapping into channeling. It's not been coming through. I've been under a lot of personal stress the past 2 months or so, 3 months, and just a lot of processing, a lot of old trauma. So again, I apologize, if you've been waiting for the Vanessa readings, but here we are. Here it is. And yes, if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Vanessa. I like to give readings. I like to do a whole hell of a lot of things. I'm an Aries, hence Queen of Wands and Stars, because I'm an astrologer. And I love reading people's natal charts. That is my absolute favorite thing to do. But on this channel, you'll mostly see me working with different card decks. But I do go into some more astrology stuff. And then also there are a lot of hidden readings on this channel that are private readings for my clients. And honestly, about 98% of those are all natal chart or birth chart readings, horoscope, astrology. So if you would like one of those, email me. I'm starting to open up some spots again. I've been really behind on the 3 people who have been booking with me. Good thing is that they're wonderful human beings and they understand that sometimes there's just some stuff that we've got to go through. It's been really frustrating for me, to be honest, to not be able to do my work because I've been stuck in my mind. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse in the recent past. We have the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles that came out together in the present. So there's a little bit of, like, you're doing the work, but there's a little bit of getting stuck in your mind around it or feeling limited, having these limiting self-beliefs. Honestly, hun, and me too, you need to write down an acknowledgement, an accomplishment list, things that you've actually achieved. Not that that's the standard that we should really be holding ourselves to anymore, in my personal opinion, around if we're successful or not. But you're basically going to need to make a list of the things that you've been successful in order to make sure that you're getting this work done and not letting your mind trap you. This cat is up in this tree, it's blindfolded, and there are all these swords on the ground. And it thinks it's just stuck up in this tree, blind, and apparently also trapped by all these swords. But really, why is the cat wearing a blindfold? Take the blindfold off. Take the blindfold off. You're blinding yourself if you're the cat. I'm blinding myself if I'm the cat. Take off the blindfold. Hop off the tree branch. You'll land on your feet and you can just walk right through this sword barrier that isn't. It's an optical illusion. This is an illusion. You're playing mind tricks. You're falling prey to some mind tricks, and it's not completely stopping your work, but it's slowing you down, probably making you feel frustrated. This Queen of Wands in reverse. This detachment, but also imbalanced emotions because of there being this, there's such a cut off from passion, from interest, from the mind. It's cut off from the mind. So some of you are escaping this mind looping, this mind trap. For some of you that are tuning in and that I'm reading for, it's just that this frustration, this impatience, this I want to know it now. Like, I want to know how I can do this now. You know, there's a bit of self-imposed blockage happening here. What's coming up in the near future? Our King of Swords. Look at that. So instead of being in this, like, resisting the creative urges that you're getting and that you're meant to follow, because your work is a creation of yours. Divine inspiration, ideally, right? So if you've been feeling like you haven't been able to create recently, and you haven't been able to connect that mind with alignment with you, universal mind, your mind, or if you've just been way too into your mind in like a negative downward spiral, these things are keeping you from following your creative urges. So just follow your creative urges. It's going to get you back into this this more balanced. And why I'm saying the creative urges is because we have the Queen in reverse. And the feminine needs to be able to have that yin fluidity, that movement, that creative flow in order to put out beauty into this world, to put out service into this world, to put out new products, whatever it is that your work is that you're creating. The mind has been either completely cut off or overworking so that you're not tapping into your creative flow. And so if you can just like go with the creative flow, it can bring you back into this universal and self, like, mind meld. Does that make sense? That was definitely some channeling, because I don't really know what I just said. And that's how it works. So for those of you that are new, how I channel is that these are tools. These aren't the end all be all. Like this, the cards are not telling me the future here. The cards are a tool that I'm using and I'm accessing with my own intuition, with what's coming in. Claircognizance, I'm a claircog, I'm a clairaudient, so I can hear things, and I'm clairvoyant, I see things, clairsentient, I feel things, and I'm also paying attention to what's literally happening in the environment around me in a very 3D way, not so much a spiritual way, but I'm interpreting all of the 3D things that are happening around me in a spiritual way, translating them for you. Sometimes my mouth just goes, my mind doesn't know what I'm talking about. I'm reading symbols here. I'm just like channeling. So there's this, you don't need to like walk away. You don't need to leave this behind. You don't need to detach what your heart has been invested in. You just need to actually go with this. Look, 8, 8, 8. We have a queen and a king that are a pair, and we have 8, 8, 8. 8 represents action, taking action steps. So what you just really need to do is not like discard this because you're disconnected or you're frustrated, but instead like stop blocking yourself and just let yourself go. It's literally like I've been in my head about doing readings for a bit, and I just turned on my camera. I was like, Vanessa, just go. And this is fun. Hopefully this is resonating. I did see the Wheel of Fortune here in here, so there's this like go with the divine timing of this. You're not walking away. You're not leaving this behind, even though maybe the frustration makes you want to sometimes. In the external environment around you, there's actually kind of like a silence. This is a personal battle. This is a like. I remember in English class in junior high, remembering like learning about the man versus man, man versus nature, and man versus self. I think those are the only 3 kinds. This reading is all about like you versus yourself, me versus myself. This is definitely a collective reading. I am a part of this one. Looks like you are too. Okay, what? So in the environment around you, there's actually this there's not so much that there are people trying to like bring up your strengths and cheer you on and encourage you, but there's also not any like negative criticism or competition. This has nothing to do with anyone outside of you. So if that resonates, this is definitely your reading. If there's something going on in your life where there's like a person or a specific scenario that feels very outside of yourself, that's like affecting you, maybe this isn't your reading, although anything that's happening outside of ourselves is a reflection of what's happening inside of ourselves. Man, I'm talking really fast. The Gemini energy. Yeah, and we do have the Queen and King, the air signs here. We've got swords, but now we've got more wands and cups. We've got some pentacles coming in. Okay, so hopes and fears. There's this like love, this passion that you want to pour out into the world that will help you feel a lot more balanced at home. We have the Ace of Cups, we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Wands. But right now you're feeling burdened by even like the idea of moving forward with that. Whew, mind F. Get out of your monkey mind. Just move forward. Can you tell me more about this Ten of Wands and like this? Tell me more about this perceived burden that you're feeling around following your passion and just like creating versus overthinking it. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse to clarify the Ten of Wands. You are speaking negatively to yourself. This is also why I'd suggest like write out your strengths. Look back and see like what are the things that you wanted to get done, or that you wanted to work on in yourself, or that you wanted to heal, or that you wanted to actually manifest and make tangible in the world. And acknowledge the good work that you've done, because you're not doing that. There's negative self-talk here. This is a man versus man reading. So moving forward today with this, the Magician. Love it. Where are you? So yeah, even though there have been things that have felt a little bit like imbalanced, maybe you've been knocked off of, you've been knocked off. Right? It looks like you're not getting back up. Like, get back up. You're the Magician here. So regardless of whatever happened that felt really unfair or imbalanced, there could have been something that happened externally that really was a catalyst for all of this negative self-talk. Maybe there was just one bad opinion that was said to you, or not bad, but one that felt maybe negative, or didn't make you feel good, and you let it, you unraveled with it, right, into like a negative spiral, and you're taking that as like the truth, whereas that's just maybe one person's opinion, and now it's your own battle. You're the Magician here. So you have the opportunity and all of the tools in front of you. You have all the tools there to create what you want. And we have the Emperor at the underneath bottom of the deck. So like really you have all of the strength and power that you need to create this work in the world that you're really passionate about, that brings a lot of balance into your world, into your home, into your day-to-day routine, into your life, into your family, your health, and you're the one that's able to create all of this. So be nicer to yourself, and have fun. Maybe take some pressure off yourself. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, I hope that helps. I'm leaving you guys here. Welcome to my new setup. Oh, camera angle will probably change around a little bit. I just liked getting these flowers in here. But yeah, I'm in my room. I'm in my space, and it's feeling like a sanctuary, and I love that. So maybe I'll give you guys like a little tour. You want a little tour? Just some little things, little decor details. Why not? Let's do it. Why not? All right, I hope that helped. Okay, so I had my camera mounted there. It's actually my phone. Here are my cute flowers, my earrings. This is actually, so sorry, it's a little bit messy, but this is actually like a barricade so that I'm not staring into their window ever, because it's awkward. Hey neighbors. And I found this amazing hand-painted peacock stained glass that I hung right there so that when I'm just kind of like hanging in my room, again, at least there's a little bit of a visual barrier there. But yeah, there's my window. Very pretty. My desk, my uku, cool pottery vase that I picked up from where I work. I work in a really, really fun spot, but I'll tell you more about that another day. So a little macrame action. I made that a bit ago. This was my grandmother's amethyst necklace. Some cool prints. Oh, look at these. I love these. I just got these. Don't mind the little twinkle light guy, but this is a vintage, these are vintage ball jars. Look at that top. What? I don't know if you guys are mason jar fans, but like I'm a really big mason jar fan, and these, I don't know if you can really tell, this one especially gorgeous. Look at that glass color. What? Oh. And then I have this one too. It was a 100-year anniversary. So it's this beautiful blue glass. I have lavender in it. So yeah, I got mason jars. There's my backyard view and my bed. And mala making stuff because I'm making another mala. And I think that is good for now. So good to see you all. I'll see you in the next video.